All right.
And that leaves Snugs to have the rest of his day.
Yep. So next up, are we moving on to losers quarters now?
Yes, Tru4 Waveguider.
All right. So we've got Tru4 versus Waveguider.
Cool.
Shulk versus probably Greninja, possibly Wii Fit.
Either way, Wave being, as we said, being part of that very small community that does involve Strix.
Yep.
A consistent.
A good Shulk player.
I just thought I heard my name. A good Shulk player, yes, my bad. And he won Newcastle Siege? No, he won EG? Did he win EG and Newcastle Siege?
He won Newcastle.
Or did Boozer win EG?
Yeah, Boozer won EG2. Strix won Newcastle Siege.
Yeah. But Strix was in Grand, I think. No, what am I saying? Strix just had an amazing run as Shulk at EG2 and kind of put that. It was one of his really major kind of showings.
Yeah.
And then he went across to Newcastle and he won that tournament.
Yeah, like
at Newcastle Siege against the Young Joe in Grand Finals.
EG2 really Strix's big breakout tournament.
Yes, that's
and
what
he's been keeping up the results ever since.
Yep.
So hopefully that should mean Wave is fairly well versed in the matchup. Though then again, Wave hasn't been particularly active in his own scene.
Yeah.
So, and like Strix has been taking most of the Canberra tournaments without him around. So we can't really be sure.
And there's always a sense of like you can play the same character as somebody, but you don't have to play it the same way.
Yeah.
And it could be down to just a player thing that something that Tru4 does that maybe Strix has never done before.
I mean, we were noting earlier how Tru4 is very prone to just standing around trying to play passively.
Yeah.
Whereas Strix tending to like to jump around a lot and approach with aerials. Likes to space his aerials on shield and just kind of put the pressure on.
Yeah.
As we said, maybe that won't become too much of a factor since it's possible that they haven't played very often anyway.
Yeah.
Really intense button check, getting all the hype from the crowd right now. Oh. They're staring each other down real hard.
Look how consistent these marks are coming from Tru4.
Good rhythm going.
Oh, Strix calling Wave over. Maybe give him some advice before the set.
Yep, which is legal.
It's not
legal
mid-set
to do.
coaching.
We are allowed.
Set has not started.
You are allowed to have conversations with your friends or coaches before the game starts. But that's it. After, as well, but not during the set. Once that fist bump happens, you can't talk to anybody else but your opponent.
Yep. All right. So it looks like we're going to FD for game one. Shuriken. Oh, there it is. That's 4%. That's 7%.
And there's another situation where both players are really capable of taking that back step and taking their time.
As seen earlier, Tru4, pretty big fan of that speed art. Speed art probably a lot more useful against Greninja than it would be against Toon Link.
Yeah.
Just want to, he throws a shuriken, shield that, and you get right in there because he doesn't have any more projectiles to follow it up.
And what Shulk is really good at doing is you can switch banana in whilst you're getting hit.
Yeah.
So in the middle of the Greninja combo, you can just swap the shield.
Yeah.
And all your properties change, and you're left a lot more safe than you would say if you stayed in.
You could even switch to Smash to just kind of totally break it.
Yeah.
And there's the switch to Smash. Probably. Are we going to? Ooh, I was expecting an upper there, but well spaced back are going to take that stock pretty early, thanks to the Smash art. The Waveguider are going to have to make this lead back.
Yeah, so see a lot less shurikens coming out and a lot more aggression. Kind of realize that you need to get into Shulk's space to really do to get in whilst he's kind of doing those startup animations.
Yep.
And do get damage there. Otherwise, he's going to be more than happy to wait until he's ready to play.
Yeah. Ooh. Checking the down air. Ooh. Down tilt, forward air. Not a true combo, but works anyway because
It works a lot of the time.
Yeah. Wave probably thinking like if Tru4 committed to anything there, he could get a quick up smash in.
Another take on the down air.
Now forward smash. Wave still very much in this game.
Yeah.
Jump over that shuriken. Jump. Shield that shuriken. Run away. Down throw jab. Off stage it's kind of real because they're not given the chance to shield.
Yep. Very important to know that the all your different decisions make a lot of difference, whether you're hanging off the stage or a platform's ahead of you. Yep. You get a lot of tech decisions made out of that.
So Wave actually once again in the lead. Never mind. I should stop calling 3% leads, really.
It's always good to have a nice even sort of set. To really showcase the true ability that these players have.
Switching up to the jump art. Tru4 doesn't really use the jump art as much as I see other Shulk players do.
Yeah.
I do believe that the general consensus is that jump is the most useful art, simply because it makes Shulk very hard to catch.
Yes. And also unlocks that sort of the 50-50, the up air combos that, as we saw, sort of trying to be happened in these first set of this top 8.
Yeah, speed obviously still being very strong for its mix-up potential, but jump just kind of letting Shulk get in from anywhere.
Yeah, the amount of ground you really do cover is insane.
Get out from anywhere. Like, he's just up there. He's just jumping way up so he can get into shield art and be safe.
Yeah, by the time he hits the ground.
So, Wave just kind of willing to time out the shield art because that's really all you need to be doing.
Yeah.
And then in those 13 seconds, those 12 seconds you get afterwards, trying to get all the hits you can. Tru4 just kind of hopping around, trying to bait something to punish really hard. But up
throws him straight up in the air, into the galaxy.
All right, we got some
true blue Aussie cheese.
So, game 2. Once again, I'm not really sure what both players will be thinking stage-wise. Shulk, in my experience, enjoys having platforms to cover and also to land on occasionally.
Yeah.
And
I think after that game, I don't think we'll be going back to FD for the rest of the set. I think Tru does enjoy FD a lot, but I think there's just Wave utilized that stage and the space he had to his advantage to a much better degree than maybe he thought he was going to.
Fair enough. We have gone to Smashville, which is pretty much on the opposite end of the spectrum in terms of stage space. So maybe Tru4 will be able to more easily close the gap between Slippery Frogman and himself.
Yeah. The aggression that's coming out of Wave right now is really doing him a solid.
Yeah.
51% difference here.
Tru4 not having the most success trying to deal with Wave's slippery, aggressive play.
Yeah, the onslaught seems to be a little bit too much, as you said.
Not even managing to connect his basically bread and butter aerial string, it seems.
Oh!
Cool. Jump not enough
He's
to
dead,
save
even in
Shulk.
jump.
Wow. This is a very solid lead for Waveguider here.
That's one thing we see Wave do a lot, is kind of just the odd game and just shoot out of the gates and do things like this. He's almost lapped him.
Yeah. Waveguider, really, sometimes he really feels it.
I don't want to pay that.
Yeah, I was just kind of, I kind of started a sentence there and gave up halfway. I wasn't even talking about the right character at this point.
Anyways, coming up again to lap him.
Tru4 with the stage control, but not really in a position to take the stock. I haven't seen Tru4 really go for those meaty up smashes at the ledge to cover all the ledge options.
Yeah, and I think maybe there would be a chance that it hasn't quite clicked on yet that because he's Wave's throwing out so many hitboxes and sort of up smashes, reads and stuff like that, but he hasn't used his counter yet. Although it is a bit inconsistent because of how slippery Greninja is, but it is an important tool that you need to know and use when you're against such an aggressive player like Wave is currently playing as.
Yep. Like there is a pretty notable difference in the kinds of
here we go. Calls him out on the jump.
And the kinds of tools used by Tru4 and Strix. So Waveguider once again up 2-0. Is Waveguider gonna just run through this losers bracket with 3 O's? Oh, Shiek. That's not quite Shulk. You're like 2 letters off there. Maybe 1.5.
I've played against this Shiek myself, and it's a very intelligent Shiek.
A lot of Greninjas will tell you that Shiek is Greninja's worst matchup, so maybe that's what Tru4's banking on.
The crowd is getting louder and louder here.
I mean, we've forced the switch to a good character. We're doing well.
Go back to Germany and say, I vow to never play Shulk ever again. We'll go one of those like training montages to only play against Greninja for the next year and come back, just in the hopes of playing Waveguider again.
Yeah. I mean, Wave's still looking pretty in control here.
Yeah, I think once he's in that zone, he stays in that zone.
Both players just kind of spacing each other out with aerials.
Yeah, and when I mentioned that he is an intelligent Shiek, it's because he does spend a lot of the time working out what you're doing and what your kind of like your flowchart is. And then, as any top player should, but just like the Shiek specifically, the way he kind of does that.
It didn't look like he was at all trying to actually approach most of that first minute.
Just kind of feeling you out and going from there.
But Waveguider seems to really have Tru4's number at the moment. Bouncing fish not coming out because he's collided with the platform. Nice aggressive air landing there. Back throw, not going for the immediate bouncing fish.
Yeah, it's very strong from Wave. Just wanting to find this closeout so he can really kind of take a breath and run this set home with a 3-0 potentially.
Tru4, like in this position, I mean, he's pretty far behind in percent, but he's still looking to play it passively. He does not want to lose his stock. Yeah,
you can't lose your cool in a situation when you play such passively for the entire tournament. Maybe you have to really make sure you focus and stay, and not just like go off the path. And that's going to kill there. Go off the path of focus and kind of just start throwing moves, because that's when you start to get punished. That's when you start to get lose games.
Yeah, you can kind of see Tru4. He can feel it's getting to him that this is his tournament stock.
Yeah.
Still, just playing the safe ledge pressure game. Looking to get that down throw up air 50-50, but it's not going to take the stock. That will though. Ooh, Wave answering back quickly with just a dash grab straight into up throw up air.
Yeah, the distance is building here. Shuriken by Shuriken.
Waveguider is just very slightly outspacing Tru4 at nearly every other.
That was such a call out.
The D-high was not there. That's the set. 3-0 Waveguider. It looks like Tru4 is just a little confused
a bit
at what
unsure on
happened
how
there.
that worked.